it's time for the grand finals here at our Gridiron tournament here in Europe. A Wednesday night. What better to do than just join us for some fantastic Gridiron action? Of course, the new game mode has come in. We've already seen the two semi-finals, I should say. And now we have our two finalists. It's going to be Rated R taking on Elevate through. I am very, very excited for this one. But first and foremost, let's find out how we found ourselves here and the opponents that these two teams went through. Rated R taking on Team 6 3-0 in an absolutely crazy game. And when I say crazy, it was just 5v5 team fights consistently. So that was entertaining. They went on to win that one 3-0. As said, Elevate 3-1 against Regal Reserve. Maybe a bit more of a traditional Gridiron game that we're expecting to see. Maybe a little bit more through, it has to be said. A little bit slower, a little bit more methodical, but Elevate very much dominant in that one against Regal Reserve outside of that one close map, which has set us up for a date between these two in the grand final. 4K for the winner. It's not a bad prize pool to have for a Wednesday night's work. Of course, they grinded through the weekend to get through to the semi-finals and to the broadcast, which we have thoroughly enjoyed bringing to you, haven't we, Fru?
Yes, 100%. It's been great fun. Great to get our hands on Gridiron for a start, and also the difference between the matchups has been really kind of entertaining, and to set up this grand final between Elevate and Rated R. Yeah, you couldn't have scripted it any better, to be honest with you. This week, the Pro League next week, it's exactly what we want.
Yeah, we're going to see these
two very good teams.
We're going to see these two play each other a couple of times this next week or so, and it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top. Rated R, though, let's talk about them first. They are somewhat the consensus #1 team in Europe right now, undefeated in the Pro League, the best placement in Mexico. I think it's undoubtedly their spot at this moment in time. Whether or not Elevate will agree with that or not is another question, and maybe they're the ones that are going to try and turn that around within the next few weeks. Of course, we've got this tonight. We've got the final games of the Pro League. They obviously have the EU Major online as well, where we will see these two presumably battle it out somewhere down the line. But Rated R, what are our thoughts on them in Gridiron, and how are they going to counteract how Elevate just played that?
You know what? They were strong. They were quick. They were hitting their shots. I think they're going to have a much harder time doing that against Elevate right now. But honestly, if they can get that flag out, they looked as good as any team here today, and they were very, very convincing in shutting down the opposing team on those initials. They're quick, they're fast, they get the job done in 30 seconds or so. And if they can find those opening picks on Elevate, I think that's their best route in to start to take some points off them.
Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? If they can win these opening fights, that's how they're going to be able to get away with it. And I think we're seeing a lot of Elevate putting smokes down, trying to get out with that. Rated R probably just going to head first down straight through those smokes and be wanting to scrap. But Elevate, very much a team who were picking apart Regal Reserve in the previous game. And it was just a case of them, I don't know, like using the smokes to their advantage in terms of those initials to maybe try and slow it down, finding the picks where they need to, just out-rotating and outplaying Regal to a point. I don't know if they'll be able to do that as easily against Rated Reserve, but Rated Reserve?
Rated Reserve?
That's an amalgam. As soon as I said it, I was like, lying, right? Rated R, they're not going to be able to do it against them as easily, but Elevate very much looking like a very strong team in Gridiron as well.
Yeah. They look phenomenal, didn't they? They look like Elevate of old. They obviously felt very, very comfortable in single life, very, very comfortable manipulating that flag and moving it around the map. They escorted the flag carrier well. They always kept them protected. They clutched up a couple of fantastic defenses as well. And yeah, overall, a fantastic team and very, very good to watch. They've got a game on their hands against Rated R, though, Chris. They're going to have a very, very tough task. They're going to get pressured more so than they ever did against Regal. And honestly, they're going to be against a team that will happily go forth into those initials and fight for that flag and those opening weapons.
The picks and bans are ready to go. Let's have a look at them while you guys in the chat can decide who you think is going to win this game. Right now, it's elevated 53%, and it is changing hands. We'll still get a minute or so to get through that one, so we'll keep an eye on that. But here we go. The bans come in. Canals is gone. No surprise there. Basgar then gone from Elevate. Obviously, you don't want to play that. Asylum pick by Elevate. District pick by Rated R. Not too surprised to see that. ALLFATHERS being picked by Rated R then. Icebound being picked by Elevate, no surprise to see that. And a Decider of Bunker, that is a great map pool, I think. I haven't got a clue. In all honesty, I haven't got a clue. The chat currently at 53% Elevate.
I'm very, very interested to see that Elevate picked up that Icebound pick as their second pick, not their first, just given how well they've played it just now. They look really, really good. To go through into Asylum first, whereas I don't think they looked as good on it, but were pretty good anyway. is kind of confusing. Districts and Allfathers, it's the two maps that, you know, Rated R just kind of ran through Team Sick on, so they know exactly how they play. Elevate might have had a chance to watch it if Rubik's is, you know, taking notes. They'll have definitely made some adjustments there. So I think this is going to be an entertaining series, and we get some maps we've seen before.
Well, the vote ended in the chat through. Which way do you think it went?
I think Elevate by 1% or so.
It was 52%, so it's close. It's very, very close. I think people are somewhat undecided right now as to which way this one's going to go. Thank you very much for everybody joining in, by the way. Love to see that. Make sure you are answering the questions all the way through, because we know you love your skins. I've seen you in the chat. People are just there protecting skins. And it might help you. It might help you, in fairness, but who knows. Either way, thank you very much for joining. Make sure you do tune into the NA broadcast of that, because you want the Wyvern skin for your snub. Of course, that's the reason you are here. But of course, to watch Gridiron as well. It's been fantastic so far. I hope we get a great grand finals. I hope we do. I think we've got the map pool ready for it, all honesty. I think it's prepped and ready for a fantastic map between these two. Oh, fantastic match, to say. Let's try and break it down. How do you see ASYLUM going? Which way do you think? Because it's hard, isn't it? Because we haven't seen Rated R on it yet.
Actually, given how Rated R have played on ASYLUM, you know, in the past, I could see them stealing that map, to be honest with you. I really could. I don't think, like, I saw what I saw from Elevate was good. Don't get me wrong, it was very, very good. But what I did see as well is that they played a very kind of easy game up on that bridge, and Regal were giving them that space to play that. I don't think they're going to get that space in Rated R, and I think they could steal it. In terms of the whole thing, I honestly think it's going to go all the way to the wire. I would not be surprised to see a map 5 in this one. I think 3-2.
Oh.
And the question is which way does it go? Which way does it go? And I have to go Rated R, to be honest with you. I'm going to vote against Elevate here. Despite me saying, you know, coming into this, Elevate were my #1 pick. I just feel like Rated R, they've had Elevate's number so far in the Pro League, and so far I've not seen really anything challenge either team. So I have to go with which one I know is best right now.
I'll allow it through. I'll allow it. I think that makes sense. Logically, it makes sense. But who knows? In all honesty, it's a new game mode. It's Gridiron. We're into the grand finals. I'm so excited for this one. Rated R taking on Elevate. Let's get into it on ASYLUM. I'm really curious on these opening breaks how Rated R are going to play it, because Elevate were quite happy to play this one. So Rated R straight, head down into it. They get the first couple of kills, but it has been traded away. A 4v3 in Rated R's favor straight from the rip. No surprise to see them win that first initial there for it.
Nope. The question is what do they do after it, though? That flag still in the middle, still ready to be picked. It is going to be Striker's going to pick that one up, heading towards that end zone. But oh, out of the bottom, out of the underground comes Hydron. Finds a kill on Strikers, and just like that, it's flipped around. 2 secret men. Marsh dies as well to 1. And it's going to be another fight here. Hydron trying to get that second shot off. Beautiful by him, and he's doing all the work here. Team on his back as he goes forth now, trying to get the touchdown on his own. And if you're Rated R, you have given this round up, to be honest with you. You really were ahead of things.
Yeah. It just took a couple of kills, and all of a sudden, the round has turned on its head. Dragons has dropped. The elimination will tick on through. That is 2-0 now. A really good first round coming out of Elevate. In all honesty, yeah, for me, Rated R probably threw that one a little bit there. They'd be frustrated with that, but they'd be happy with their opener. They got a hold of the long shot, but didn't do too much else from it. I don't know.
You got to think there. If you're Strikers, you're playing it a little too fast, aren't you? You've got the flag, you've got the kills, you think you've got an open route, and you know, out of the sewers, Hydron pops up, comes through, gets that kill on you, and then you lose a player at the other end of the map. It's just turned so quickly, isn't it?
5v5 still. It is going
to Crimson. If he gets this retro charge. I don't think we're going to see that one come out, but the retro lancer as a tool, as a weapon, so strong. Striker's got that sniper out, but it is going to fall now. It's going to be on the floor. Dragons should fall here as well. That's great lancer fire from Jack. Blazing gets one. He's going to get taken down as well, and Dragon's going to fall too. Marsh got with those grenades. Has to make a play now. It's a 2v4 situation.
Yeah, it was really nice from Elevate that. Not really much Rated R can do. They just had the numbers advantage, but the good thing here, for Rated R is that they do have the flag, although they have absolutely no map control. But Pins, if he knew there was somebody who was left-hand side, he'd probably start running right. He will spot him there now. Now in a bad spot as Marsh is being killed. Pins pretty much walking to his death. It's another round on the board. Coming out for Elevate now, 4-0.
Good round. Realistically, should be in my opinion 2-2 at this point. Mistakes from Rated R cost them that 2 points, but Elevate, a fantastic second round from them. So strong, picking up the kills, and you know what? It was Rated R that were the aggressors there. They got that flag out, but in the end, the greed, going for that sniper rifle is what cost them. Could have happily sat and kind of chilled out a little bit. Payne's trying to get this flag out, ducks into that alcove. Dragon's going to go down, but the revive comes in. Another perfectly placed shot grenade has split the entire of Rated R, but Rated R, they could push forward here. Flashbang's going to go out. We do see Jack's going to die, actually. Craze goes down as well at the back. The flag goes back in Payne's hand. This is still going on. 3v2 situation. Dragon's kill slays in. That's not ideal.
You can get out. They can just get out here. That's all they need to do. 3v2. They have the numbers. They have the flag. Crimson's
quick
with the
rotation.
grenades. Yeah, look, he's backed on down. It wouldn't surprise me to see him maybe lock these up on a wall just to maybe catch them off guard, but 3v2 now. That was a very, very long fight.
Yeah. But he has got that Retro Lancer, and he has got those grenades. So one quick down on that flag carrier, switch to the grenades, throw it on the down. That's easy single kill, maybe even a double kill. This is going to be so difficult for Rated R here to push forward. They just were not quick enough on that rotation to go get those grenades. Elevate a step ahead. But they are down a member, right? They are down a teammate here.
They're waiting for the push. Hydron just trying to set up. Curious as to where Rated R are going to go from. Here they go. 30 seconds. They're going to push up. Hydron, he's taking his time. And I think the thing is they're just going to try and slow him down. Crimson's is just going to try and slow them down as best he can, and then Hydron's going to come around behind, but then they focus the fire all the way over towards Hydron. Crimson's now in a 2v1 with 14 seconds remaining. Plenty of good shots being put in by the Retro. Paynes is just going to push it. There comes the grenades. He's going to force him off. He needs to... This is just going to come down to 1v1. If you can grab the flag, that's going to be the possession. If he can get away, can he find the kill as well? That's massive from Crimson's. He gets the one out of that. Huge plays out of Elevate. That's 5-0. Rated R will be kicking themselves.
Yep. That was a clutch and a half. And I think that's our first true clutch. We'll give him that one. That title has gone over to Crimson's. What a play. Fantastic placement of those grenades. Good cleanup in the end. Grabs that flag as well to secure it out. And the meat shield is just a little bit of extra security. Make sure he can't get gived out. That was perfect from Crimson's. Puts his team up 5-0 now. And Rated R, realistically, I keep mentioning it, should have been up maybe 4-2 at this point.
Or will it be ruin their chances towards the end of this series? Let's see, this fight is going to go on once again up top. Slayers and the Dragons combining well, though. That's suddenly a 5v2, and Rated R might bounce back in the best way they can. 4v2 now. A very convincing round. Yeah, they have to be careful. Phelpsy is going to get taken down, and that's as quick as he could possibly like. Rated R bounce back ever so quickly. 5-2 now.
Much better round. Much better round from Rated R. Their initials have been strong pretty much every round. It's just what follows, right? 10-3 there at the top of that scoreboard, looking good. That flag moving down to the bottom side of the map now on those grenades. Still going to be about that sniper rifle, though. It commands so much respect on this map. So much low cover.
Back into it we go once again. Oh, Crimson's some great shots on their Paynes. Oh, Crimson's actually going to get taken down. It's a great shot grenade. So Payne's not going to survive this one, though. Hydron comes in, cleans that one up. And we'll pick Crimson's up now. 5v4 flag in the hands of Phelpsy with the grenades as well. Marsh in a bad spot. He should be able to pick up this kill, though. 4v4. Grace has managed to pick up
Lancer.
The long shot, but really good Lancer coming in from Crimson's. He will find the flag and the kill. 4v3 now.
Straight to the head, wasn't it? Easy down there on Marsh, and now they rotate. They're going for this touchdown. Crimson's just keeping his distance, staying behind his teammates now. Will back out. Will go for that touchdown. Won't get it in the end because the elimination comes through. 7-2 now, the scoreline. Pretty good.
Looking very solid for them. Everyone in the chat getting hyped over this one. I see all the Mexican viewers in there as well. You guys have been around all night for us. Thank you very much for joining us here in Europe. 4,344 at this moment in time. We love to see that support.
Really
Hopefully you're enjoying Gridiron. We're enjoying it through. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that we are. That we are. It's just a good game mode, isn't it? It's good fun to watch. Easy to break down. Some clutch moments already. Exactly what we want.
Bit of a slower start. Nobody dropping down quite yet. Rated R. Tails between their legs. They'll wheel back on down, but with the flag on their backs as well. Pains is going to find the first kill, so that's a 5v4. Marsh also has the retro as well, so not a bad thing to have in your back pocket. Dragons and Co, though, now taking their time. See, Elevate, look at the line across the map. They're set up, ready, just trying to find some information. Trying to figure out where the push is going to come from. It's going to be Strikers with the flag. Marsh will stick a grenade in there. I think it's just a shock to try and force them away from cover. Again, it's just information at this moment in time for these two teams.
That it is. It is rated R with that numbers advantage now. They need to start forcing their way up through this map, making sure that they get full control. Once they've got control, they can start to strangle out Elevate. The play would be on that south side of the map if they had the the mini map that we do. But they're just trying to force this over, and there's a snipe shot coming out. Craze finding that headshot. Dragon's going to fall as well, and just like that, the table has turned here. Rated R falling from a 5v4 to a 3v4 in just a matter of seconds. Great play there by Craze. Clutch headshot once again with that sniper. We saw him on Canals. He was very, very good on it. Obviously, a dab hand with those long shot rifles. Gets a kill. Dab hand with that shotgun as well as he takes out Marsh. 2v4 situation now.
Looking so good for Elevate as they start to tighten the vice. Here they go. They're just going to engage. Nobody dropping whatsoever from them. In a bad situation, the majority of that round, and they turn it over so quickly. 9-2 now. Rated R. Not looking good. Has to be said. There's a couple of rounds that definitely could have went in their favor. They've had advantageous positions. Now the weapons are being swapped. Drop shot coming down towards tracks. So plenty of grenades moving to the top bridge side. Interested whether this drop shot maybe changes Rated R's fortunes. Let's see. Head down from Crimson's going to try and get in the middle. Just about gets away. Good lance of fire coming out of Rated R here. They have priority. They have the flag. Oh, Pains might get caught out if he's not careful. Marsh is actually going to down Phelpsy though, which is going to put Crimson's in a bad spot as another good shot comes through. And here comes the drop shot. Will clean up Phelpsy. So 5v4 once again. They've got the drop. They've got the flag. You would like to think that Rated R have everything they need to win this round.
Yeah, one more kill with this drop shot. That pretty much secures it here. Pains rotating.
You would think.
Yeah, you'd think. You can see Dragon's getting pushed though. Great drop shot coming out. Gonna pick up that kill there on High Drone. Supporting Dragons, no end here. Craze trying to do this 1v2, but not able to do anything about it. Second incent comes in, misses that one as well. And now 5v2. This should be a very easy move down this mid street.
Yeah, I think they've been learning.
Of Rated R. Yeah,
they've been learning throughout. Yeah, Dragons is going to fall, but I feel like they've been learning Rated R throughout this map so far. Just have to play your number of advantages, which they've been trying to do as best they can. Good shots over the side into Jack, who is going to get dropped. Few members of Rated R getting plenty shots into that one. Crimson's now. We've seen him do many, many good things on Gears. I don't feel as if he has that in his locker, though. A 4v1. Rated R in this one. 9-4 now.
Looking pretty good, eh? Looking pretty good here as they're just a couple of rounds really away from getting this back even. And that can turn and Gridiron in, a matter of seconds, isn't it? It's 10, 15 seconds and you can have that elimination victory. Bring yourself back to 9-6, and that's not a terrible scoreline, to be honest with you. There's definitely life in this one for Rated R, yeah. We just shouldn't count them out, especially given the caliber of team they really are. They're so quick to that middle room, but Crazed equally as quick down that mid street. Does find that opening kill now. 5v4 situation. Elevate on the advantage here. Crimson's having to back off. Very, very red. The flag still situated. Bang on top of that drop shot. This is a big prize for anyone, and with Elevate having that control of that mid room makes it so difficult. Rated R, they just can't push down that mid street because you can see number 9 right at the top. That's High Drone on that minimap. The moment that Rated R try and push in and try and take that cave from Elevate, he's just going to be raining down fire, and we'll get that flank and we'll just cause havoc. And you can see him now trying to push over Dragons. He's going to go down at the back. High Drone with a little lance of fire down as well. pretty good here for Elevate. It should be a pretty simple round, but they just need to figure out how they're going to get the kill, how they're going to get the first down.
That's it. A flurry of kills for Rated R would turn it around, but I said these advantages, the small advantages Elevate have been working with at times have been made to work by them nearly every single time, in all honesty. They really don't like to give away a lead, and I don't mean in terms of score, but you know, in terms of if they have the numbers,
Yep.
if they have any sort of advantage map positional wise, any sort of extra weapons, they do not let it slip. Here comes the train. That's going to disrupt this fight just a little bit. Perhaps he's going to grab the flag though. Payne's going to get caught out. Now a 5v3. Marsh now down. Should be cleaned up as well. If he isn't, Dragons will fall trying to get him up. 5v1 now. Slazen in no man's land, having a fight over towards the opposite end of the map. This is a touchdown. This one will go in. Hydro will drop. It will not matter. That's going to be 11-4 now.
Looking very, very good.
Ah, that looks so good.
Should be able to close this one out very, very soon if they keep playing like this. They really are looking good. Crimson's 16-2.
Incredible play from him so far. And it's been continuous throughout the whole night, to be honest with you. It was fantastic against Regal, but here we go. This is an elevator pick, so Rated R would like to definitely make this one closer, but a loss on this map is not the end of the world for them. They know they will have their 2 picks coming up next. Strikers finds Crazed, and Dragons will pick up the final blood, if you like, and Rated R do have the flag. I do have the numbers advantage. I just don't think they've been as clinical as they could have been. I say that as Dragons jumps around, he will find Hydro, and he would have liked to find the second as well, but a 5v3 makes this Rated R's round to lose. 5v2 now as Paints is going to find a kill with a drop shot. Very, very clean. When Rated R do win the rounds, it looks very clean. They do it very cleanly, but Elevate are the ones that tend to just edge it when they need to. Phelpsy now in a really bad spot. This one is done. 6 points on the board now for Rated R. 11-6. There's still life in this one.
And you got to think without those. You said earlier, you know, we'll look back near the end of the game. How how are these rounds at Rated R throwing away going to impact it? Yeah, and it seems to be. It's pretty impactful, right? The
one from Krim is the standout, isn't it? I mean, the 1 point that got the Elevate got on that one should have been 2 points over towards Rated R, which would have made this 8-10 instead from that one round. It's a lot closer, I'll tell you that. It's still 2 rounds difference worth of score for Rated R to try and catch up. It's a big shock grenade going to come in though. Everybody dropping, not really benefiting anybody. There's nobody can really move here. Marsh is trying to clean up where he can. It's currently a 4v3 in favor of Elevate. This will be a gunfight that Slazen would have to win, surely. Marsh is there to trade, but is he there quick enough? No, he's not. It's now a 1v4. Dragons is gone, surely. And he is. There you go. Elevate. Map number 1 in the grand finals here. They will take ASYLUM 13-6. And deservedly so. A very, very solid performance out of there.
Yeah, loving what I'm seeing. Absolutely loving it. 19-3 Crimson's MVP for that game once again. Topping the tables, looking fantastic.
Marsh at the bottom of the Rated R's there, 7-7.
Yeah, you got to step up, haven't you? At that point, this is the finals.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to point fingers at anybody in that scenario, but the rest of the team were really there or thereabouts with Elevate. And look, it's one of those things where you could theorycraft if he has a bit of a better game, where does it go? But the standout there has to be said. 13-6, convincing score for Elevate. There was a couple of rounds, though, it has to be said, for a couple of rounds that Rated R definitely could have taken there.
Yeah, definitely so. A couple thrown away. The first one, that rings true to me. They were in a 4v2 situation, and a couple of secret man, a couple of hiding players, right, came through and just got a couple of very, very cheap, easy kills that, in a normal game, you would, expect even a kind of ranked player not to give up. And I think that was just a little bit of adrenaline running through the Rated R veins there. As
possibly.
Beeline. They just ran straight towards the touchdown, right? They got the flag. They realized, okay, we can go. And, they turned that around later on for sure. But, those 4 points, they make a big difference, and you can't
Yeah.
afford to be given 4 points up against the likes.
A 4-point
Elevate.
swing, a 4-point swing would put them in the lead technically. You know, if that's 4 points you feel as if they're potentially given up there. So Rated R will be disappointed with that one, but I think the caveat for them will be that was a pick from Elevate in terms of Asylum. That was their map pick, so we will go over towards District, which we've seen Rated R look so good on before against Team Sick. So I'm curious to how this one goes, but Asylum looking very much like an Elevate map. 13-6 in the end, as said. So we will get loaded into District very, very shortly. Hope you guys in the chat enjoyed that one. I'm keeping an eye on you. Don't worry. I'm there. I honestly, I do not read any of the language apart from English that is coming in here at all. I can't speak it. So I'm sorry if you. I noticed there was one of them before that said I was wearing a thong. I can confirm I am not wearing a thong. just
that doesn't make it much better, does it?
Just to clear that one up, okay. Okay, clearly I obviously do have underwear on. I mean, who knows? At this point, you can only see the top half. We're not going down that road. Okay? We're going to try and be careful. This is a PG-ish sort of stream. Thank you very much to everybody joining in the stream, of course. You've been a great laugh. We love to, I wasn't sure about it has to be said, whether to confirm I had pants on or not, but here we go, Elevate, 1-0 up. If we get a map number 5, who's to say they'll still be on?
Could be anywhere, couldn't they? To be honest, back of the chair, on the door, could be anywhere.
I can't believe I've taken us down this rabbit hole. We'll try and get away from it.
We need to take the path back to the high, road.
We need to reverse back and get back to Gears of War.
Oh, dear.
Oh, good Lord. This happens every time. It's usually about this time in the broadcast that we end up going pretty crazy. But 10-10 now, we're sort of about where we thought we were going to be, in fairness.
That's it, cowboy time.
Yeah. We're about there. But District coming up next. What's your predictions for?
I think Rated R are going to come back. I think they're going to win this one. I liked how they played on District. I think it's going to be a close game still, and I wouldn't count Elevate out of it. But for the stream's sake, I want to see a Rated R comeback, and I want to see this tied back up. Yeah,
I definitely want to see it tied back up. I think to make a good series, I would love Rated R to just come through and run a train through them. Like just these 5v5 fights and just demolish them, just to make a good series out of it more than anything. Because ALLFATHERS coming up next, we know how good Rated R looked on that map, but we haven't seen Elevate on District. We haven't seen Elevate on ALLFATHERS. I want to say top of my head, did Elevate maybe pick District against Regal? Am I making that up?
You might be making that up.
I don't have. No, it would have been a Regal pick because it was fourth. Was it
fourth?
No,
pick?
It was the decider. It was the fifth, wasn't it? It was the decider. So it's technically. I mean, whose pick is it? I don't know how the veto systems work in the best of.
It's the.
It's okay, so it would have been Elevate's pick in the end as the decider on District. But there you go. In the chat, you got 90 seconds or so to answer who you think will win District. I'm going to put my vote in that.
Yeah, me too. Got to see where these percentages lie, but
whoa!
Look at that! Whoa. Look at Elevate go.
Rated R fans, come on now, get it back in there.
Yeah.
Hell on earth, 74%. It was 52. You're all fickle. Come on now. Said it was going to be 53%. 53% of you voted that Elevate wouldn't win the series, but 74% you think they're going to win District after all rate. Come on now.
That you know what? Those 25% that have flip flopped. They're the correct ones here. I think it's going to be me that's proven wrong, not that 25%.
Yeah, I voted for Rated R on this one. I voted. Toby, don't you start with me either. Don't you start with me either. Putting your bloody emojis in the chat.
I've got a tea. 1 sec, sorry.
Oh, go on, mate. Yeah, we've descended into madness now. You might as well drink
We're
your
British.
tea.
We've got to have a tea. We've got to keep those voices.
It's a bit late.
Lubricated, isn't it?
It is a bit late. Is it? Tea's got caffeine in it, though, hasn't it?
Might have. Depends what kind of
tea.
It's
late. You're a grinder, mate. You're on the gamer schedule. Now I am on a normal schedule. But right, we're going to get into District very, very shortly. I want you guys to make sure you are voting. It's about to end, and it's got worse. Honestly, I think they've just done it to spite me for him. 76% to Elevate now. Looking great for them. In terms of the chat anyway, they feel positive about it. I don't know. I sort of feel like Rated R are going to take this one. I don't know. I just think that the way that they played it last time around, they just look very, very aggressive, which I'm all for as well. And it was a relatively comfortable game up against Team Sick, albeit Elevate, very different story, I suppose. I'm going to go with Rated R. I think they'll take this one. I think we'll tie it up. But this is how things are broken down so far. 13-6 on Asylum for Elevate. District now coming up. This is Rated R's pick, and then we will go to Rated R's pick again on ALLFATHERS Arena then over to Icebound if we do need it. If Elevate can't tie it up in 3, Bunker will be decided. I would love to see Bunker. I would love to see Bunker.
But I think so too. I'd love to get there.
Really, I think we need to see a rated R win here on District. I don't fancy the chances in Icebound after what we've seen from Elevate in that previous map against Regal Reserve. So, if you're rated R here, if you're a rated R fan, you need them to go on to win District. Had a good time with things last time round. Can they do it here again against very strong opposition in Elevate? Or can Elevate extend their lead to 2-0? I want a series. I want to see a rated R win here. I want to see this extend as long as possible for it.
Yep, me too. Me too, indeed. And I think a crucial component of whether this will go long or not is whether or not one team or not gets a huge lead down in these initial pains. He was fantastic against Team Sick in this fight. Crazed will fall to his own teammate here. Jack trying to jump around here, but it's all about that drop shot. Does miss, actually. Pains had the opportunity there to get a double kill. And have to clean up Jack here. 2v4 situation here. Hydrone in the middle. Should go down in a second. They're on the touchdown, though. They're on. This is huge. Can they get the drop shot in time? It's going to come flying over there. Nothing is able to stop the touchdown in a 4v2 situation. It's that man, Crimson's. The one and only coming out. Clutchmaster once again gets that touchdown. And it just looked like it was all rated R. They forgot about the flag.
That happen.
They forgot about the flag.
You get the drop shot, you win the fights, you get everything you could possibly need. And then you completely forget about the flag. They lose one fight in the middle, and that's what's lost them the round. And whoever's got the drop shot needs to be flying back towards that flag. They just didn't know where it was, and in the end, there we go. That's a round going over towards Elevate. They get the drop shot as well. Or did they actually? It was Dragon, sorry, who managed to get a hold of the drop shot. He's going to send that back in. Jack goes down. Hydron going to trade that one away potentially with a drop onto Slazin, and will clean it up onto Strikers. Slazin has got away, but only momentarily. Phelps will find him with the drop once again. It should be cleaned up. It is. It's a 4v3 in favor of Elevate. They have the flag as well. Here comes the drop shot. Hydron's going to go down 3v3.
Flag, though, in the hands of Crimson's once again, and he's been so good with that objective. So solid that he's, difficult player to play against, and especially now with this Markser in hand. Headshot potential here. Dragons also has one as well, so they will be trading shots back and forth, but neither player will realistically be, kind of sticking up long enough to get those headshots. They'll just be putting warning shots down, making sure they can't headshot the rest of their teammates. Now Phelpsy with that back A. He's getting a bit of damage down on Marsh. Marsh backs out. And now the team's trying to trade position here, but Phelps is going to fall down at the fountain, and that gives Rated R a little bit of an opportunity to move up here. There is a good defense coming out. Phelps is going to run. You are going to see a nice little pay there from Marsh. Phelps is going to fall as well, and now a 1v3 situation. 1v3 situation.
He's not going to do it again. Surely not.
Surely not.
They've got to get
that. Trying to get that touchdown in. Doesn't get it.
There's always a question of whether he might do it or not. And that was the only opportunity you really had there, wasn't it? You had to make a run. You had to get his head down and just try and avoid any sort of Lancer fire coming in. Thankfully, Rated R get their gunnies up in time.
Yep.
But once again, you look at the scoreline. Yes, it is 2 apiece now, but Rated R will definitely feel as if they should be well and truly in the lead here.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And it's
comes down to course game. If it comes down to course game, they're going to be ruin these mistakes potentially for it.
Very true. Now Elevate a little bit stronger down at this drop shot area. Jack getting that opening kill there. Dragons is going to fall again, and
have to back down.
For all Dragons, there's fantastic drop shots on this map. It's been too great against Elevate so far.
Oh, I like that. He just grabbed the flag and got out. Should be able to get Pains up as well, but expect the drop shot to come in. Finds 2, and he just baits him into it. I like the play in the end from Rated R. Try and pull the flag out, but ultimately it was their downfall. 4-2 now. Elevate just
very quick round as well.
Yeah, very quick round. They win that fight in the middle, and suddenly the round is theirs.
But I don't know if we can bring up that scoreboard ever so quickly just before we get into this next round, but the kills, they are really in the favor of Rated R at this point, from what I saw.
Matt says no.
It's all about we'll have a look at it after this one. It's all about the delivery, isn't it? That touchdown, clutch one from Crimson's was key.
They got the drop shot. They got out as well.
Yep. They got to look at the flag now. Where is it going? One drop shot wasted.
Yep. Sliced's gonna find Jack as well. But crucially, one with the and that does score you points. The flag is Elevate. It's 4v5 in Rated R's favor, but only momentarily as Hydron finds one. There's the drop shot, and that's on the flag carrier as well. Does Phelpsy go for it?
Incense.
Oh, yep. Incense are there.
The floor as well.
Pains is going to find another. Now a 1v3. This is a round for Rated R, surely, unless Phelpsy can find something magical. We seen him a couple of weeks ago pick up 4 kills out of absolutely nothing. But he is going to get taken down. Not much he can do there. 4-4 now through.
I thought he was going to make a little wiggle in a play there, but yeah, in a 1v4 situation, yeah, you were definitely against the ropes, aren't you? 10-2 there. That's what I was on about. Look at Pains go.
He's a monster.
Very, very good. He really is, isn't he? He's coming to his own, I think, this quarter.
Yeah.
And he's better and better as the weeks go on.
4-piece now, very close game. But still, will it be lingering in the back of Rated R's heads that they should be 62 up yet? It's lingering in mine, I tell you that. I'm thinking about it. While Rated R chip away and try to find a lead in this game. Hydron, Incent. Keep an eye on where they're going to go. Phelpsy with the drop shot. Dragons knows it's going to come in. Smart play from Dragons. I like that from him. Moving into the corner. Not expected to be there, so he is going to survive. Flag still not picked up. Marsh will eventually get it. Hydron in an advanced position here. Backing down as he did expect the flag to come on through. But Rated R just going to back it up here.
Just backing it up, and they do the right thing here. They know that they've got a drop shot to contend with in the hands of Phelpsy. Dragon's going to go down. I'm not sure quite how that's happened. He's over by that cinema area. We saw him back out, and looks like he's tried to push forward and maybe get a little bit of map control, but
yeah,
too quick perhaps.
Too eager.
The team weren't really there to help him out.
They were nowhere near him. I don't know if Elevator maybe just collapsed on him, but they find the pick.
Or hidden maybe, yeah, like this. That's a nice nade.
Do they know Hydron there? Oh, he's not really going to take...
it went under the cover?
Oh, that's tough. The Incent goes over and does that. And the second one, he flicks it over. Just says, yeah, your nades might not land, but mine do. 5v3 now. Lovely Incent. Crimson's now posted up. The only thing that Rated R have in their back pocket now is the flag. They've got that. They can sit back on it, but because they're sitting back, they've got to be careful. They've got to be careful. They could be luring the touchdown in. There's the drop. So 1v5 for Strikers. He's dead. He's gone. That's 6-4. But that Incend. Holy hell.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? That was actually a picture painted. Absolutely.
Yep, just looked and yeet.
Off it goes. Good game there. Well played by Elevate once again. Finding a way to get themselves back into the lead here. Drop shots weren't fantastic, but they did get a kill in the end, and Elevate seemed to have decided that it's actually worth fighting for. They gave it up a couple of rounds, lost them. But back out here, Payne so quick, doing so much damage. Just get taken out in the end by Jack. Vex Marsh gets that down on Hydron, but no cleanup available here. Hydron goes down once again. There's the kill in the end, and this should be a quick turnover for Jack as Egan gets it down here, gets a kill there. Crazy and Crimson's gonna fall as well, though. 2v3 situation here as they fight around the flower pot. Jack, very, very red. Misroll should cost him his life here. It does indeed. Gonna go down 1v3 situation now, but the question is, where is the flag? What is the option? It looks like they're gonna go try and find this kill on Phelpsy. Phelpsy hiding out. Back spawn here. Drop shot should just come over the top, and this should be very, very easy to clean up here, but they don't know where he is yet. They have no clue whatsoever.
Taking the time, but just wolf packing together. This is going to be so difficult for Phelpsy. They're going to see him in a second, though. Here he goes. Not going to find anything. It's just so difficult in that situation to find 3. You would have to find 1 caught off guard without anybody near him, and then try for the 1v2.
Yep. Which
we've seen from Elevate that it is doable, specifically Crimson's anyway.
Yep. Yeah, fantastic play, wasn't it, by him on ASYLUM?
Yep. Weapon swaps coming in.
Highlights. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Half time. Change weapons up, change sides.
It's boom shot
flag
in.
once again.
Yeah. Boom shot in. Down towards bandstand, I do believe. So let's see if this changes anybody's fortunes. It's been a close game so far. As said, though, it will be rated on the more aggrieved, if you like, at the scoreline. Phelps is going to find a kill. Crane's going to get the drop on the strikers, but Jack is going to go down. It's momentarily a 4v4. The flag in the hands of Phelps. You know, Elevate just seem to do such good work when they have a hold of the flag. That's a good insend, going to go in. It doesn't need to be good, though, as Crazed finds 2. Now a 4v2, boom shot, flag, everything you could possibly want if you're Elevate.
So, isn't it? This is exactly the situation you want to be in. And every time that tied scoreline shows up, Elevate come through, take that next round, and really start to put the pressure on here. Now, Phelpsy going for the touchdown, has that boom shot. No one around him able to get anything from it. Gonna go for the long-range boom? No. Touchdown's gonna come in. And in the end, it will go 8-6. But trading rounds here, back and forth, it's almost like there's an advantage to one side. And it's not the case, though, because they don't change until every 3. I'm just talking nonsense, thinking back to old execution when they switch sides every round.
Talking nonsense, thinking all the nonsense that I usually speak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, well.
That's fair.
Not to worry, but they are trading back and forth somewhere, some reason. Maybe they just like give us an interesting game.
Yeah, maybe. Nothing really to separate these two. Let's see who comes out on top of this. Really good shots by Phelpsy. Is going to find one, but Hydron is going to get dropped, as is Jack. Are they able to clean him up? Phelpsy gets the pick up on Dragons after it is actually Marsh that drops him. It's a 2v3 in favor of Rated R somehow. After all of that, Phelpsy, very red, has to get out. Good snap. Back into the Rated R player here. Payne's trying to put the Lance of Fire down. Phelpsy will chase. Has to be careful. Crimson's going to go down, as is Phelpsy. Rated R. You said it. They're fighting back and forth here. Trading rounds apiece.
Someone's got to break the chain, though.
Yeah.
Someone. And that someone has to be Rated R if they want to win this, right? I mean, they're just going to keep going until they get to that last round. And if the pattern continues, at least it'll go Elevate's way. But really, I mean, you got to look at the first round and you go all the way back. 10-6 game. Ooh, that would have been a lot nicer now if you Rated R.
Yeah. It's a very, very different scoreline, isn't it? Here we go, back into it. Shocks were very influential that round. Which way are they going to go here? Pins is going to be the first one to find some shots into Jackvex. It is eventually cleaned up by Strikers. Crazed is going to down Phelpsy, though. This could be the break in the round. 3v4, 2v4. But the drop shot, sorry, the boom shot is with Crazed. Yep. And that's something to keep an eye on. He's going to find the kill on the Strikers eventually. It's a 2v3.
Crimson's dies. And now they've got to look at where that flag is. We can see it on the minimap. It's off all the way around to the Pagola side of things.
When you go with Crazed
here. Force a play, yeah. But, you know, you got to be so careful. You know what? You're almost wanting to kind of push him at the same time from multiple different angles. He can only fire the boom shot one way. As long as that's not on the flag carrier, he doesn't connect with some crazy boom shot like that, perhaps. And then pick up a second like that, perhaps.
Oh, he's not going to be able to get it in time.
Give him that teabag, though, Pains. You're going to break the deadlock. You're going to ruin the pattern. The checkerboard has gone. Everyone in the chat hates you, but you are now 10-8 up and just a couple of rounds away from winning this one out.
I was terrified for it. There were 2 great boom shots that landed them both very, very clean, but in that situation, you're very, very right. You can only shoot in one direction. They approach them from 3 different angles. It was never really on the cards, or maybe it was to a point, but we continue. It has been broken, so to speak. This trend of who's picking up the rounds. Phelpsy with a really nice down, gets the flag, gets out just about in time. Hydron's going to get dropped, though, and these kills are being traded. Rated R haven't lost anybody yet, though. Dragons taking a lot of fire. Surviving, though. Crazed is going to pick up a kill. It's a 4v3 in favor of Rated R. Make that a 2v4 in favor of Rated R as Crazed goes down. Rated R looking good for the win here on District.
Well, they're just looking like the team that we wanted to see in that first map, to be quite honest with you. Phelpsy going to fall to the fire. Marsh jumping through the flames, heading towards that end zone. There's the boom shot in the end. The elimination going to come through. Dragons with that one. 12-8 now the score. And now it's all on Elevate's shoulders, isn't it?
Yeah.
They have to push forward. They have to keep winning those rounds 2 apiece, if they want to get this to that tied zone. Cog must score 2 points. You see it right up at the top there. They have to win by elimination or touchdown. They can't win By possession, they've got to be aggressive.
Rated R started flexing their muscles towards the end of this game now and looking to put it to bed. They want to see at least 4 maps here. Here we go though. Phelpsy, Hydro on both dropping down, but as this Strikers is absolute carnage in the middle of the map towards the flag. It's a 4v5 momentarily in favor of Rated R. Make that a 5v3. Plenty of drops coming in. It's a 5v2. We are going to head over towards ALLFATHERS, and it is going to be tied up. Rated R get it done 4 rounds in a row to make it 14-8. And a convincing win in the end. It should have been a bit more comfortable than it was, but they'll be happy with their performance on their pick on District. 1 apiece here in the grand finals now.
1 apiece it is, and you have to look at that second half if you're Rated R. They are so good at it. They looked really good. As soon as those weapons swapped over, they were in a very good spot. And that last round again, if they'd have watched their game against Team Sick, they'd have realized the strategy that they pull on the last round on District to win that boom shot fight. They only pulled it out 1 round against Team Sick. They only pulled it out 1 round against Elevate. It was the same round. It was the winning round in both rounds. Shocking out that drop shot, going for the grenade play on the other side of the map. Very well played by Rated R. Cheeky. I like the, I like that they went for it 2 times in a row. And, if you're Elevate, you're kicking yourself now.
Yeah.
Series tied.
You are. Tell you who else is kicking you. 76% of you in the chat voting for Elevate. I should have listened to her. I tell you what, it's almost like we know what we're talking about. I told you through. I'm a Gears caster now. I know these things. I watched them play 1 map and predicted that they'd win it again. It's crazy. It's really hard. Moving on to ALLFATHERS, though. I mean, that's a really good win from Rated R. Yep. Puts them into the series. They're going on to their second map pick as well. So it goes first pick, goes towards 1 team. Then you get 2 picks in a row. So if you can win your 2 picks, you're in a really good spot. Because, you got a last map potentially. Honestly, I think we're seeing last map now. That was the query for me, was whether Rated R can win that one. ALLFATHERS, for me, I think Rated R look fantastic on. I think they look better on ALLFATHERS than they did on District last time round, I want to say. So, yeah. I mean, it's all relative, though. We don't know how good Elevate are on ALLFATHERS coming up. I mean, Rubik's might be in the chat now. If you can let me know how good Elevate are at this map.
The first series?
I don't think they did.
Oh, is that Regal? One of them banned it out. It disappeared.
I think... Regal banned ALLFATHERS last time.
Oh, well. It was almost a really nice story there. Almost.
Yeah, almost. But there we go. ALLFATHERS is going to come up next as well. So 1 apiece here. Very much what we wanted to see. And you know what? I want to say they're comfortable on both sides of things. 13-6 was comfortable for Elevate. 14-8, comfortable enough for Rated R. Could have probably been the higher scoreline. You think of that first round where they had all the control, and Crimson's just like, nope. Just runs in the opposite direction and scores the flag. So it could have been a lot more comfortable, and the scoreline does suggest it could have been 14-6 very easily. So going into ALLFATHERS, all tied up, it's very much on a knife's edge here. It really is. And I think if Elevate can win this map, I just, the way that they play it Icebound up against Regal, albeit a very different team to Rated R, I just don't see them losing Icebound. They were sensational on it. Here we go. Actually, chat, you can vote whether this is going to map number 5. I'm voting yes.
Yeah, me too. It's very convincing.
Yeah, look at them listening now. Look at them listening now. There we go. What are we thinking, ALLFATHERS then, through?
I think it might go the Rated R way. I think you might be right. They look very good on it. Elevate, they haven't picked it. They have obviously gone for Canals, which is very much a very old school map, right? Lots of high cover, lots of kind of closed circuit fights that you can't really influence from elsewhere. ALLFATHERS is completely the opposite. It's literally polar opposite of Canals. It's very wide, it's very open, it's easy to kind of get around the back, and there's a lot of kind of staggering and playing around low cover. So I kind of feel like, if Rated R managed to play the way they did the previous game on ALLFATHERS, why not? Why should they not win this one?
Yeah, why not? Why not indeed? 4,500 viewers in the Twitch chat right now. We love to see that here in Europe, of course. Hopefully you guys are sticking around for the NA broadcast as well, and I know you will be, because you really want the snub skin, and I get it. I get it. But of course, you're getting to watch some fantastic Gridiron action whilst you're at it as well. And let's be honest, though, we very much got the better weapon skins. We just did. We just did. There's no 2 ways about it. So if there's any of the NA casters in the chat, just know that we trumped you on that one.
Blaze lurking.
Oh, you seen him lurking? I haven't seen him chatting yet. Guy Blaze.
Yeah, I've seen him lurking.
Despicable from you. I want you in here talking to me, letting me know what you think of Gridiron, because I know you like it, mate. Very passionate about it when we were we had a talent match, didn't we? And he was
yeah.
calling out left, right, and center. I was on 300 million ping because we decided to play on West Coast servers. But he wanted it. The passion was there.
Yes, sir. He is passion personified, that guy. I love it.
Anyway, we head into ALLFATHERS now. Which way does this one go? Rated R. Looking to try and take a lead here. Well, here we go. I feel like this is more crucial for Rated R. I really do.
Yeah.
I think if Elevate take this one, I think the series might be done. I think Rated R need this more. And we head into it. Straight into a big gunfight over towards the boom shot. Nobody dropping yet, which is quite a surprise. Plenty of flashes being pushed in. And it's going to be picked up by Slazer. No, the flag. Phelpsy has been dropped momentarily. No, it is a 5v4, 4v4, 4v3, 4v2. It's all going in one different direction. Who is this actually going to come down? It's a 2v1 for Marsh. The flag's not in his hand. The Lancer fire is solid. Is going to be an Elevate round. That was absolute hell in the middle of ALLFATHERS there.
That's it, isn't it? Hell in a Cell, all down in that bottom area. All fighting over that one weapon pickup. And you're right, in the end, it does come down to Marsh. And you think, Marsh in a 1v2, you wouldn't put it against him. But
he's just in a bad spot to start with, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's the location, isn't it? It's so difficult.
And we go again. Jack and Co. trying to get back into the series after a really comfortable win for Rated R there. They're in the series, don't get me wrong, but they would like a win here on ALLFATHERS. Jack going to move away from the fight, maybe looking towards something else, picking up the grenades. And I think if you're Rated R, you have to be aware of that as this fight continues. Crimson's runs in, gets the kill, gets the flag, and gets the hell out of dodge. 5v3, lovely from Crimson's.
Yep, very, very nice play. Good kill coming out as well on the other member of Rated R there, just as they try and react to that play. See now the hammer burst getting picked up on this map, so deadly. You know, you've got such good vision across the whole map. Obviously minus the smoke grenade that's there now. That you really can put a lot of damage down with it. Boom shot as well in Painter's hand. Probably the only thing that's going to be keeping Elevate from pushing too far up. But Marsh got to be so careful here. In a very, very bad spot. Going to find it very, very difficult to move up. And I like this. You can see Striker's getting that down on Hydro. There's the boom shot going to come out. It's choked though. Shoots the floor in front of himself. Does well not to actually die there. Striker's going to get taken out in the end by Phelpsy. There's the boom shot placed, but it's not quite low enough. Doesn't get enough damage down. Marsh rotating around. They're going to get taken out here. The meat shield's going to come up in the end, and it is going to be an Elevate round here as they go 4-0 up. But you got to think that boom shot, if that hits, that's the whole map opening up.
It is. It's one of those that you just think if he hits a couple of those boom shots, then maybe something is on the cards, but nothing found, unfortunately, for Rated R. Need to get back into this one. Elevate 2 rounds in a row here. Hydro now putting Lancer fire down in the middle of the map. Slazen trying to fight him. The weapons in the middle. Big fight going on towards this left-hand side, though. Fighting for this boom once again. Flag on the opposite side of the thing, though. It's members from each team just wanting to stalemate that one until something does develop further on. Crimson's in a very advanced position here. Here comes the push. Crazed and Crimson start to go. Really good kill on the Dragons there. That might just be the engage that they need. Crimson's is going to get dropped himself, though. And this is for the boom. Oh, my word. Strikers, the movement is silky smooth. And the engagements then start to follow through. And Rated R. It goes in their favor. This is going to be their first round, surely. Jackvex in no man's land. Dead, done, dusted. That is 4-2 now. Yep. Really nice fighting by Rated R down there.
Can we just take a second just to appreciate how much Strikers has improved since starting in the Pro League? He has come so far. We've always known he's been a fantastic player, but I think since joining this Rated R team, you know, since kind of moving out of the Regal team, he's just been so good, and he's just improved beyond, you know, any other player I think in this league. I'm really loving what I'm seeing from him. This movement like that just makes it, you know, ever the more good to watch.
Fantastic gears from Strikers to help his team win that round. That was the kills that they needed to make. It was that second engagement. They get traded one apiece, and that second kill that comes in for one of these teams. Pains, ooh, he's playing with fire here. Still fighting for this boom. That's what they want to try and get a hold of. Rated R. Not much leeway and not much control in here. But nobody dropping yet. Marsh, though, crucially, does have the flag.
So, isn't it? That's going to be the catalyst. The problem is that even though they've got the flag, they can't really back out of this fight, because they've got to fight over this boom shot. If they back out with that flag and try and play it safe, they give up control over here. And you can see actually one member, Slazin, has to go all the way over around to the back side of their spawn because Hydron is on the way round. And actually now this is going to force the fight here. Yep, you can see he found the kill. Phelps, he found one. Jack also found the down here. And this is terrible here if you're rated R. Boom shot's going to go your way. Flag's going to go your way. Kills are going to go your way. And the elimination victory also going to go your way, as they just shut down rated R. And it all starts with Hydron just being a bloody nuisance over the other side of the map, finding himself all the way around behind rated R and winning that 1v1.
That's what it comes down to, but the Lancer fire as well from Elevate over towards the boom was just so hard. I think it was Pains who maybe overextended at one point and he just got caught, and then suddenly he's very, very weak. Can't help his teammates out. A few more smokes coming in this time round though. Substitute Elevate, plenty other grenades flying on through as well, but who's going to get the better of them? Jackfex has actually managed to pick up the grenades. There they come.
Great.
From downtown,
Great
Strikers
grenades.
is done. Now they need to try and get something. The flag is in their hands. They know the extra grenades are going to come in. They know the collapse is going to come in. Here it comes. They run into Crimsons of all people. Can he find a second as well? Yes, he can. Of no doubt, a 5v1 for Marsh now. And Elevate are starting to run away on ALLFATHERS. Yeah, this is going to be 8-2 unless Marsh can pull a couple of rabbits out the hat, to be honest with you. Does find Jack. He does go down. That is 8-2 now.
Yep, I think it'd have to be a full Warren at that point. 1v4 situation. Honestly, I don't see anyone at the pro level really pulling that off unless some really big mistakes
You would have
made.
to have. You would have to have a drop shot for it to happen, I think.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to
need a
catch
power
them off
weapon,
guard.
a
Yeah,
boom, a
well.
drop, really well-placed grenades, that kind of thing.
Well, Rated R are going to have to find a couple of rounds here. Next one is very, very crucial. It's already a strong lead for Elevate. You feel as if another round here in their favor would pretty much seal the deal. 5v4, 4v4 now. Kills traded between these two teams. The flag, crucially, for Rated R is in their hands.
Same
it's a
grenade
great
again.
grenade by Jack. They're allowing him to get them a little bit too easily, I think. Crimsons gets the boom because of that. Hydron finds the kill. Jack finds another. The touchdown rolls in for Marsh.
Out of nowhere. Oh, where has that come from?
I was just
I guess he's getting his own back, isn't he?
Here come the kills ticking in. And Marsh has just hightailed it. We didn't see it. He's just running across the other side of the map, and that is that. Wow. That's a big round. That's a very, very big round. The fact that he's found that against the odds as well will give Rated R encouragement. Sack the observers. Hydron's going to find a job under Marsh, though, and this is looking more like an Elevate round. 5v4 now. Christ is going to pick up the drop.
It is.
Yeah, he's going to get the drop here, Christ. Jackfax is the one with the flag, so Elevate haven't got to worry about Marsh pushing around behind now.
This is good play. This is very, very good play, isn't it, from Elevate. The Hammerburst coming in. Striker's going to fall as well. And if you Elevate, you're going to go 10-4 up here. And you just need a couple more rounds to close it out. The boot comes in. Slazin falls. Another elimination comes in as well.
Nicely
It's
done.
just so difficult, isn't it?
Yeah,
They just can't get the kills. They
No.
just cannot get the kills on Elevate. You saw the scoreboard there.
And that's one of the things that Rated R, I don't want to say they rely on, but like it's one of their sort of go-to players is that, yeah, okay, let's fight. And I don't want to say it always goes in their favor, especially against a team like Elevate, but it's definitely something that they do rely on working for them. Jack is the first one here. Marsh is very close after him, but we can see there's a big fight going on the other side of the map, but this one's for the flag. This is for the drop. So what do you value more? The flag has went in Marsh's favor. He is going to down Jack after getting some support, though, so Unfortunately for Rated R, they don't have the numbers here. They did have the flag. They don't have the flag anymore. It's suddenly a 2 versus 2.
Yep.
The drop shot now.
But that drop shot.
And
yep,
the flag.
It's all about the drop shot.
Yeah, in the hands of Elevate now. Jack is going to back on down.
I'm having a look for it. It's Dragons actually that has the drop shot Rated R. So
okay.
Incense versus drop shot.
I know what I'd rather have.
Yeah, me too. Definitely those incense. I mean drop shot. Sorry. As they go forward. You think Jack maybe wants to play this for maybe the possession at this point?
Well, that's what they're going to have to try and do, I think, because that if they make a move, the drop shot is there. If they can get rid of Dragons, they're in a good spot. But here we go. He's actually gone for it. Where's Dragons? He's nowhere to be seen, but there comes the drop shot. He will get in. It's a 1v1. Dragons will get this one away. Needs to get around the corner. He tries to go for it. Hydron's going to be there. Hydron will clean it up. Needs to play that safer.
And that is exactly why they call it a noob roll. It's not a miss roll, it's a noob roll, because that has just cost your team a couple of points, quite honestly. One misinput, one technical mistake there, and you've rolled out into the open in front of Lancefire whilst you're 90% red. And it's cost you. It has cost your team a couple of points. You play that a little bit more safely. You hit that up A, and you're scot-free, you're gone.
12-4 now. Rated R need 2-point wins every single round. And honestly, the way that this has been played from them, I don't know how likely it looks. The movement from Jack. If Strikers was silky, that's just velvet. Phenomenal from Jack. He finds the kill. Styling on Marsh, if anything. But Chris and Crimson's are going to drop. This is looking like a good round for Rated R. 3v2 in their favor. Hydron going to get lit up. He's going to have to back on down. Nobody in possession of the flag here. Now Dragons eventually gets a hold of it. And they're going to make a move for a touchdown, if you like.
Yep, with that drop shot in hand as well. They've got to be careful here. Here comes a very, very aggressive push by Jack. Gets shut down in the end.
Clearly feeling himself.
Falls at the feet of Strikers, doesn't he? Hydro comes in. I respect it. You're trying to catch him off guard, right? They don't expect you to run at him. 6-2 now. And look at that. We talk about patterns.
I just noticed that. I think it must be Lisa on the EGL account that has pointed out that based on patterns, Rated R should win this one.
Oh dear. Mystic Meg in the chat.
Oh, okay. 12-6.
Does mean that Elevate should win this one though.
Yeah, well, technically, yeah.
Take them up.
Maybe Rated R can affect the status quo here, if you like, as Marsh now pushes. Oh, he's already damaged. There comes this flash. Here comes the push from Jack. Dragons is going to get a hold of the drop, but he's immediately going to get dropped himself. Crazed when Slay's in as well. That can't happen. 5v3 now. Did they manage to pick up the drop and all of this, or did he manage to backpack it? Honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think it's going to matter. Marsh now in a 1 versus 5. He didn't manage to backpack the drop shot, although it means very, very little. Elevate very, very comfortably once again. 14-6. Get it done here on ALLFATHERS. And that is a big, big blow for Rated R.
Yep, that's the statement win, that is. They saw that close game, and they've gone forth and done very, very well. You see Hydron, 20 kills and 2 deaths there.
Monster.
Yeah, absolute that's monster. It, isn't it? That's a performance and a half from him. And we said, Rated R looked very good on ALLFATHERS earlier. They didn't look that good then.
No, they didn't.
Came through and they look really, really good.
Absolutely did not look great at all. And I think that, going into Icebound, we got to favor Elevate, it has to be said. But we haven't seen Rated R play Icebound yet. So it's all up in the air still with Gridiron. But right now, Elevate are leading in the grand finals and need one map to secure it. Could it be this one after this very quick break? Find out.
For us, he invaded every part of our world. So we did the only thing we could. We set the world on fire. Now my war begins. Against the monster that created these monsters. Summon the beast! Crush them! And it's time to to go hunting. That bridge is our way in, and they can't flank us.
Don't go gentle. Bring it, shitheads.
Close one!
Enemy reinforcements.
Find your own ride, asshole.
Get out of squashing range. Come see what my newest creation thinks of your little plan.
Just like we planned it.
Play it with Xbox Game Pass.
Live by my darkness, the lost I know hope, surrounded by shadows, which side are you?
Something's happening to me.
Which side are you?
This is how things stand here in the grand final of the Gridiron tournament here in Europe. $10,000 on the line between these teams, and the winner walking away with a solid $4,000 for first place. Right now it is Elevate in the driving seat here. Asylum and ALLFATHERS going their way. We head over towards Icebound though, and we'll be talking about patterns a lot. Based on the pattern we've seen so far through, technically, Rated R should win this map, but the way that ALLFATHERS Arena was just played there by Elevate makes me think maybe otherwise. 14-6 was the score. A very, very well-played game where they mostly just outslayed Rated R. Icebound was a map that we've seen Elevate play before and look so good on. I do wonder if this one's over now.
Yeah, it's a very valid question. I think Jack Fex, we didn't give enough shout out to him in that previous game. Finding those frag grenade kills, taking that mid fight, finding that frag over the top, multiple times actually, to just open up the fight. It's been so good, and he's played so well, and has been a huge catalyst for his team in it. And if he can continue that here on Icebound, it might be good night for Rated R and hello money for Elevate.
Well, here we go. Do or die for Rated R, and they need to be flawless over these next two maps. Elevate just need to take one more, but here we go right into it. Shot grenades are plenty. The kills momentarily are going in the favor of Rated R, who are on the COG side of things. Swarm for Elevate. Good shot's going to go in. That's a good statement opening round, as crazed as the last one alive. It's a 1v5 that he has to pull off now. Absolutely in no man's land. They will just go for this touchdown. They will find the kill either way. Dragons deals with that, and it's a good start by Rated R.
Very good start. Very good start indeed. They found those opening kills, and that opening fight, that post office trading post, whatever you want to call it, That's key, isn't it? If you can find the opening fights going into there, you can control the whole middle route of that map. You get shots down towards that ice field, you can make sure no one's flanking through towards your pipe, and, well, realistically, they won that so easy. And they come through, and they're going to try this again here with Dragons leading the charge. Going forward with the flags here this time around. Good shot there by Elevate, but the shock grenade coming in is beautiful. Shutting down the route there as Dragons now backs off towards the window. Good crossfire coming in. Crimson should fall here. He dies to the ice in the end, but it is all about that Lancer coming through, and now the push coming through from Craze. Jumps the pipe, doesn't get anything for it. There is one sneaky member of Elevate left remaining in this trading post, but he is also going to fall. It's Hydrone, which leaves Phelpsy all on his own down at the bottom on the ice field, and he's going to be gone. Off he goes. Death awaits, and now Marsh and the crowd, the Rated R crowd, go up 4-0.
Nicely done. Not a single elimination coming in for Elevated so far.
When do you ever say that, eh?
Yeah, I know. That is a stark contrast to the previous game, where they were picking up many. This has to be said, but here we go. Into the next round, we need to see some Elevate dominance, if you like. They just seem to be winning this trading post fight nearly every single time, do Rated R. It's currently a 1-for-1. It's a 4v4. Dragons in a bad spot. These grenades coming in, though, might help him out. He's not going to be able to get out. Are they going to be able to get around and get him? The flag is there, though. It is in the hands of Rated R, but they are in a 3v4. Slazen's down as well. Are they going to try and bait this one in? Marsh baiting it out if he can. He's going to get traded out, though, and Slazen can't find anything on the backside of things. Striker's now in a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, Phelpsy just doing the right thing there, just to back out, not taking any silly fights. Strikers shown us a little bit of style, but in the end, it really isn't going to match it. We get a touchdown coming in from Crimsons. 4-for-2 now, the scoreline after the quarter. Not the worst of scorelines for Elevate, but it's the first time they've been down.
Flag now moving back into the middle amongst the ice. Does make it quite difficult to grab this one. If you do want to slow this down, some Lancer fire underneath it will do the trick. It's a hard one to grab, so it does come down to the fight pins in here on the right-hand side now. Oh, it's a good shot grenade right in the entrance on the side that Rated R want to push, and nearly every single one of them drops. 3 dead now. Jack backs down from that grenade as well, which is maybe what Rated R we're banking on. Marsh can find one. It's a 1v4. He's not going to find much else. And 2 very quick rounds. To answer back to the 2 very quick rounds from Rated R. Elevate well and truly in this one. 4 apiece now. We're on those patterns again. This is 2 rounds in a row now to Rated R, no doubt.
I'm sure Lisa will be tracking on more, telling us who's going to win next. But realistically, if you Elevate, that's exactly what you needed. Make sure you're going to come back into it. Make sure you don't let that point lead get too high. We've seen Rated R on the other side of that, not quite able to capitalize on the rounds coming back into it, but Elevate, they've done well here. Get themselves back to even, and now Jack pushing into this trading post is the first one in, the only one in, actually. Good Lancer fire coming in. Bit of a change of strat, isn't it? The grenades are going to come in. Those grenades didn't quite connect on anything, but they do get the kill on Crazed anyway.
There was another down there as well, but it didn't find too much. Just the first kill that did rock on through. The Strikers finding Crazed. 4v3 now as Crimson's find Slazen, but they will get traded out by Marsh. It's still, you know, like there's priority control here for Elevate. They will be able to grab this. I like that smoke. They've got control of the trading post. Oh, but look at that. The crossfire coming in from Marsh. So well positioned. He's expected to push out. Nubral's going to catch out one. Dragons, he's going to find that down on the Hydron as well. Nicely done. Rated on 6 and 4.
Really was nice. Very well played, and this looks to be a much closer map. We've seen Rated R have, you know, very, very good success on Icebound. If you think back, way back to Pro League #1, the spring quarter, we saw some of that as well. Back then, where Rated R, formerly a Nonny, looked so good.
Nonny. Haven't heard that one in a while. Oh, Jack into trading post and dropped instantly. Hydron has to be careful. That was a really good shot grenade. Just zoning off that area. Marsh and Slazen combine them well, though. They will find Crimsons. Marsh went for the flag. He may well be dropped as well. Phelpsy can find both. Have to find in Slazen. So 4v3 in favor of Elevate now.
Yep, and that's all about the strength of that trading post in the middle. Phelps, was in a very, very bad spot, and his teammates just come through, help him out a little bit here, and now the flag going to get delivered. The touchdown potentially going to come in. Nope, it's going to be the elimination. The last kill comes in that trading post. And we're back tied up again.
Back and forth. 6 apiece now. Last time around, we had a close game like this. Rated R just extended away towards the end. I wonder. I don't know, chat. Are we going last map? What do we think? There's potential on the cards here. A very, very close map number 4. It's a great shot by Dragons, but he is going to get tanked up just a little bit too much to maybe keep on going. Marsh has actually managed to get a hold of the drop shot. The weapons have swapped. The push in here from Dragons. He should be able to at least clean up one. Pains is there next to the flag. He will go for it. He will back out. He will get it as well. So they got everything they could possibly want. Marsh has the drop. I mean, Phelps, he just flies out of absolutely nowhere and will find Marsh. He will get traded out. It is a 4v2. They did lose that drop shot as well. So Phelpsy finding a crucial kill, although he will pay for it in his life. It is a 4v2 now as Krastinko tried to post up here. That's a great insend from Dragons, who's found himself behind. Given the second as well. Not going to quite happen. Crimson's is burned. But not quite enough to take him down, but this will be around the rated R either way. Nicely done. Good rotation by them. The fact that they have the numbers, they grab the flag, they then make their move. 8-6 now for him.
Yeah, that was really well played, and they didn't even try and risk it. They put the incendiary down in a good position, got that one kill that opened up the route to the touchdown, and then took that objective through to the marker and claimed those 2 points for their team. That's exactly what you should be doing, finding those points the quickest way possible, the safest way possible. And rated R now, as you said, going up 8-6. Looking a lot better on this map than they did on ALLFATHERS. And interesting how, these maps are going back and forth one time. Rated R looking fantastic on ALLFATHERS. The next time, looking pretty poor, to be honest with you. But now on Icebound, things turning once again.
Rated R with the number advantage here. They'd like to get a little bit of daylight. I don't think Strikers will be seeing daylight for the rest of this round as Hydron sends them to spectate. 3v2 now. Marsh pushing for a 3v1. Hydron in a rough spot. If you can get inside the touchdown zone, maybe it's on the cards. That's a bad drop shot from Dragons in all honesty, but it will not matter. Hydron, see you later. Another round for rated R. A lot of these rounds are going very, very quickly through. But 2 in a row there.
Bit out of character, isn't it, for ALLFATHERS?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out.
Played a lot
yeah.
of slow rounds. Good for rated R though, and if you're a fan of rated R, potentially forcing this map 5 even, sorry, getting ahead of myself, or behind myself, whichever way it is. Just a couple more points needed.
They get a hold of the drop shot as well. It's absolute carnage inside a trading post. Marsh is going to find one, but everything is going down. Phelps, he's dropping as well. It's a 4v3 suddenly for rated R. It's a good flash over. Marsh is now going to be able to push up. Crazed is going to get butted up. He's going to get dropped. Oh, Marsh! Oh, that's so snappy. He's going to find 2. Very nicely done. Great work by his teammates as well. Flash came in and was just so useful. Jack, you'll do well. Slayson looked down him. It was an ambitious insend going over the top, but I appreciate the effort.
Fire and forget.
Yeah. Just throw it, lob it. Let's see what happens. 12-6.
Match point, isn't it? Match
it is.
Point.
There we go. It's all of a sudden ticked up. It's been a very quick map. And this looks like we're heading over to bunker. I think it's happening.
I think you might be right. It'll take a bit of a miracle for Elevate to come back and win every single round from here on out. You need to win 2 points every single time. Find that elimination, find that touchdown. Winning this opening fight here at the drop, that'll be crucial as well, as Crazed does get taken out by a great kill by Marsh. Marsh finds 2, looking for his 3rd now as he's got stunned up a little bit. Does have team fire around him. Pains with the drop shot comes in and cleans up Crimson's though. And those incendiaries going towards Dragons as well. A 4v2 situation now. The flag is in Rated R's hands. Rated R looking to close this map out in style here. They're going to down Phelpsy. Are they going to finish it with an execution? I hope they do. They're going to give it the teabag instead. We're going to a map 5, Chris. And we are going to get the beat down as well.
Oh, they're letting them know about it. They really are. We go to a map number 5. I love the toxicity. Keep it up. Let's see map number 5. We all wanted it. We all thought we might get it as well. Rated R bounce back in the map. I really did not think they would. And we head over to Bunker. For all the marbles, all the cash, $10,000 on the line in this tournament. The winner will take away 4,000. The second place team will take away 2,000. Still not a bad night's work. But we have one more map to decide it. Would we have it any different? Would we have it any different?
Can you imagine, man? We bring a new game mode into the game. First huge tournament for all. Loads of money in it. And it comes down to one map. One map between the two best teams in Europe. You wouldn't have it any other way. Of course you wouldn't. You know, you've seen this best of 5 go all the way right to the end, to the distance. The only thing that could make it better now is around 13 in this one.
Oh, don't tease me. Don't tease me like that. Oh, we head over towards Bunker after a cracking series. I mean, the scorelines are fairly similar across the board. Comfort, well, not comfortable, but, you know, relatively solid win for each one of these teams whenever they did go and win it. We haven't went down to those very final rounds at any point, really. It has been a case of, we're doing good on this map, you're doing good on this map, we're doing good on this map, you're doing good on this map. It's just a case of these teams seem to be able to play these maps a little bit better than each other. Who's the better team? Sorry, I should say Bunker is the question. In terms of how it plays,
you got to give it to Rated R, in my opinion. I
how
think
they
that's
played
one
it.
of the maps. Yeah. We saw them escalation at least. That's the data we have to go off. Escalation at least, they look phenomenal on it. They beat Reciprocity on it in Mexico. They knocked Estral out on it in Mexico. Like, they are just a good team on Bunker, a bloody good team at that. And you know, if you're Elevate going into this map, yes, it's a different game mode, but they still know how to play the map. And you know, if you're Rated R, that's something you got to kind of you got to think hand on heart.
Yeah,
we might win this one.
The way that Elevate played last time around was very, very good, though. They haven't been able to do that as much against Rated R, though, as they would have liked. They were quite able to, I don't want to say toy with Regal, but they could pull them around the map in the way that they wanted to, whereas Rated R haven't allowed them to do that. Rated R very much being like, you know what, we're just going to fight you. We're just going to consistently fight you, and if we lose those fights, that's fine. They've been outplayed on occasion, of course. We've seen Crimson's mostly be the one that's coming up with Trump players. We see Marsh come up. Yeah. Marsh had a really good map there, by the way. There was a couple of occasions where he picked up a couple of kills, and you're like, oh, I mean, crazy, ludicrous at times.
And it's that old duo of Marsh and Crimson's that are really showing how good this game mode is.
Yeah. I mean, they've really been going against each other. I honestly want to give a shout out to Jack Vex as well on the side of Elevate. I think he's been fantastic. Honestly, everyone's had their moments. Everyone really has had their moments in this series.
Strikers
was fantastic on a couple of occasions in ALLFATHERS and across the whole series. I think everyone has performed well. Marsh had a poor map on map number 1, as far as I'm aware, but ever since then, he's been really, really good. So going into Bunker, I don't know, man. Chat, you got 30 more seconds to let us know who you think.
I know where it's going. I mean, at least I can see where the vote's going.
Well, they're going towards Elevate, 59%.
Yeah,
It's
definitely he's even back up though, hasn't it?
It's
we saw Elevate take
back
a little bit.
It's ticking back over a little bit, but more and more people coming in. Chat, let me know who you're voting for. I can see who you're voting for, but let me know personally who you are voting for in this one as we head into map number 5. We're nearly ready to load in, as far as I can see. Very, very excited for this one to start. Peter Phelps saying Dragon's low-key best player in EU. You know what? I'm a big fan. I think he's a very, very good player. Very, very fast. He's so exciting to watch. I think that's why a lot of people say that. It's just because of the way that he plays gears. He flies at people. I don't think he's had a particularly fantastic series. I'll say that. He hasn't stood out for me so much. He's played well enough. I just think others have maybe stood out a little bit more in this one. But honestly, I'm just excited to get in the Bunker at this point. If we see a similar game to how Team Sick played against Rated R, where they literally just went to Bunker and just went bang, then I'm all for it. I'm fully for it. But I don't think we'll see that. I think we'll see Elevate try to slow it down a little bit. When it came to Icebound, the trade and post fight, most of the time was going over towards Rated R, and that's what was winning them. They got that control, they could expand out from there, but they were also winning fights on the opposite side of the map as well towards the flag, and when it was over towards Ice also. So, I don't know. These big initial big fights seemingly going over towards Rated R recently. Let's have a look at how this series did break down. You have your glass of water there, mate. Go and get yourself ready. Don't worry.
I'll keep myself healthy, and I got to keep myself
keep yourself. You're not wrong.
Well,
I should have got a beer. I thought I was getting a beer for map number 5. Oh, well, here we are.
True. Matt might throw it for a break for us if we can go all the way to around 13.
He's not going to do that. No, he said no.
He wants to go to bed.
He said no beer break. You guys in the chat, though, can go and grab whatever beverage you like. Grab a beverage of the alcoholic variety if you are of legal age, of course. But very much looking forward to this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it at home as well. 13-6 on ASYLUM was the score. 14-8 Rated R on District. 14-6 on all fathers. On all fathers. And then the next bound, it was 14-6 to Rated R. All fathers. That's what they should rename it. In my honor. Oh, God, here we go. Grand finals time. Final map number 5. I want to see you around number 13. In all honesty, Rated R and Elevate have put on an absolute show for us here. Chat, show your appreciation. It's been a fantastic one. And exactly the way we wanted it to go. And maybe we are just going to headbutt each other in the middle of the map, but maybe Elevate are going to say no. This first initial round, Dragons will grab a hold of the flag and immediately kill his teammate. Jackfex has been dropped. Can they clean that one up? Yes, they can. It's suddenly a 4v4. It's an absolute massacre in the middle of the map. Crimson's trying to get it done here. He will find another drop. Hydron's down, though. They will manage to get the pick up on him. This is going to be a round over towards Elevate. I feel as if it's one that they needed after that last map. They come out with a statement win in round number 1, 2-0, straight off the rip.
Straight off the rip, but it's all down to that team kill at the beginning. Rated R, they look strong, even in a 4v5 situation. They looked like they were getting the kills. They looked like they had the opportunity to take that one, but they just didn't have the numbers to kind of match up against one another and make sure no crossfire came in the end. Marsh down by that crossfire. This delay by Crimson has had me scared for a second there, but he sets off going again. Perhaps he fell off the thumbstick as they go back into the cave. Once again, Jackfax, first one in. Don't know who Jackfax is, but Jackfax is definitely there. As he's going to go through, trying to find the smoke. Phelps, he gets the down on Pains as well. Striker's going to fall and Elevate looking strong once again here. 5 versus 3 at this point in the game. We are going to see Slays in, trapped in a very bad spot here. Going to get taken out easily. You see the kill coming in there on Hydron, but maybe too little, too late.
Marsh does have a hold of this flag. So it's not done yet, although that drop shot will not make things easy at all. Marsh will have to back on down, you feel. Might be a case of trying to play for the possession here, but Elevate are very aware of what Marsh will be doing. We'll pick up this ball tuck, but the drop shot's the biggest issue here. And yeah, Dragons is going to be dropped. So difficult to get away from. 2 shots in the barrel. Marsh. Now then. Unfortunately for you,
that flag just poking up.
They can see the flag, mate. That is tough. 2 rounds in a row here for Elevate. 4-0 up now in map number 5.
Good starts, to be fair. Very, very good starts. If you are Rated R now, you need to come back. You need to pick up this next round and not let this lead get too far ahead of you. They've been doing all right, but it's just the opening fights. The first kill seems to be on Rated R each time, whether it's a team kill or a kill from the opposition. They've got to find a way. They've got to find a way to open the scoreboard, find that first frag. Good shot by Jack.
Yeah, really good shots by Jack. We can't clean it up, though. The cavalry is there, but Hydron is back there himself as well. Marsh has managed to grab a hold of the drop shot if he could stick it in down low. Or stick it up top. That works too. 3v3 now. Cray's trying to get over the flag. He's going to get picked up. 3v2 in the favor of Rated R. The first time they've had any sort of advantage in this one, but good shots coming in. Marsh is just about going to escape. This is drop shot as well. Has to back on down. Good shots. Hydron is going to be dropped. He is going to be killed. It's a 1v3 for Crimsons.
It is indeed, and I loved how Marsh played that. Thought he was going to be, defensive, run off, get out of there, but no, goes forward, gets the huge chunk on the opposition there, and the crossfire coming in, does clean it up, but Crimsons, we've seen him clutch before, he's got 1 kill already, and now with that ball tuck in hand, bang, bang, does he get any shots? No, just hits 1, and touchdown's going to come in, the frag's going to go in, but perhaps a little bit too late. The touchdown is going to be locked in there by Marsh. 4-2 now, the score.
If that frag
Rated
lands
R,
and it
much
gets
better
around
round.
the corner, we're on.
He should have thrown it over the top. When he was sat in that
Strong
cover,
off.
shooting those Boltocs, turn round, ping that grenade over the top. You're never going to see that one coming. I reckon Jack Fex would have done that. I reckon he knows that grenade for. Like those ones on ALLFATHERS.
Yeah, Jack on ALLFATHERS, yes. Well, here we go, back into it. Elevate with a 4-2 lead. Jack is consistently winning these first gunfights. Down below, Hydron as well. Combining so well, it's suddenly a 5v3.
What I don't
Grenades
get...
coming in. Oh, the grenades are not finding much though. Hydron is able to just about clean that one up. 4v2 now.
What I was going to say was, well, what I don't get is quite why they're not challenging Jack on that opener. They're sitting back, they're trying to get that Lancer damage down first, and, against Team Sick, they were in there, they were in that cave fighting it out, and they were so difficult, but the touchdown, that's going to get locked in very easily here. I kind of feel like Jack, he needs to be challenged. They can't just keep letting him, hold that position, or they need to do something else. They need to switch it up, go into a different kind of setup, perhaps play a little bit more fragmented and go, like 4 high side and 1 sat back in the tower, something like that. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Let's head into the next round. This is a crucial one for Rated R, I feel. 8-2 is a bad scoreline. 6-4 though. Very much a different story. Hydron, of course, do smoke it off this time round. We can see Rated R have not sent as many members in there for the big fight in the middle. Marshals went for the flag, but oh, this is a big fight that Dragons is going to get caught out in once again. Good shots by Marsh. They need it to be. Needs to find a second, really went for the kill. He's going to get taken down, and suddenly it's a 5 versus 3. 4 versus 3. Strikers does find Crazed, but it's all about Crimson's with the flag right now. They were going for the fight. Slays, and it doesn't really matter. They're concentrating a lot on the drop shot, and that's 8-2 now to Elevate, who are cruising.
Yep.
In map number 5.
Some shaky fingers, it seems, on the side of Rated R. Marsh with that down there. You don't usually see him missing a down twice. He's usually picking that up, meat shielding it, getting the next kill. And in that situation, he was perhaps a little bit inaccurate, perhaps missing a couple, but had the opportunity to clutch up, didn't take it. Elevate now find themselves with a 6-point advantage. And Jack, once again, let's have a look here, see if they're going to match. If Jack gets that opening kill on Payne, that's beautiful. Looking for the second, just missed Slazin. The drop shot comes out, just get Jack full red, but no extra damage is down on him, and Slazin now pushing up, going to get shot, going to get knifed. Nothing in the end to come through here, as Marsh just fall though with a headshot. And you can see they're running, they're hightailing because the flag's on the thing. That's going to be a great drop shot though. Perhaps Phelpsy a little bit too aggressive.
I like the idea from
where do they go?
Yeah, the thing is, if they don't get the drop shot, that's suddenly becoming very interesting. But Slays and Co are really pinned in here.
They got to fight out through the radio tower, in my opinion. Get down to the back here.
Oh,
fight it out, Slazy. You don't want that weapon. Oh, and they're both down. They're both going to get cleaned up.
Cole letting them know. 10-2 now. I think you guys in the chat are right. Jack in missing right now. These initial kills every single time have belonged to Elevate, and that's why they're 2 rounds away from sending this one to themselves.
Yep.
Winning it now. Now, the weapons have changed. This might be something that can go in the Radar's hands. They need to find something. They need to clutch at a straw and try and figure something else out. Because right now, the way that they're playing is not working.
No, they've got a round basically that they can play with here, but the
goes
rest
again.
of the rounds have to be flawless. Jack, straight in, straight out. It's almost like he starts like 2 foot further ahead than everyone else, isn't he? He gets into that cave so quick, gets that flag so quick, but Hydron gonna go down here. Does get taken out in the ender. Nice situation here if you are Rated R. 5v3 situation. The incense, though, in Crazed hands could make all the difference here. You are going to see one go out. Crazed has got that flank. Crimson's going to pick up strikers here. Crazed full red should go down. And it should be Rated R picking up this one. But no, Crimson's found another kill. That's 2 kills. He's in a 1v3 situation, but
he's on the opposite side of the map.
Long for this world.
If his end zone is over towards this side, he has to make the push, and maybe something's on the cards, but Rated R. We'll get another one. They need to do something. They need to do something different. That worked out for them. That worked out for them a little bit better. The smokes came in. They went so aggressive on that initial push. They sat back and lanced it, and it worked out a little bit better. You just need to nullify what Jack's doing because it's that opening kill, and suddenly, if you're down in numbers every single time, it's such a hard task.
Yep.
Rated R, a couple more rounds are back into this game, but it's a very, very big hill to climb now. Jack's going to push in there. Got Crimsons for company as well. Which way do these fights go? They may just back on down. Dragons is going to manage to get a hold of the incense. And Marsh is going to get a hold of the flag. He's rotating it quite fast as well.
Yep, this incense could be big there.
Oh.
Great. That takes out Crimsons now. 4v5 situation. You have to see Phelpsy drop out. This should be a good situation here for Rated R. Bit of a wavy Lancer there. Marsh is going to go down as well. Phelpsy trying to pick this one up. Dragons gets that flag, does get out of here. But on the other side of things, Pains has died to Jackvex once again. Marsh has died to Hydrone once again. And now we're in a 4v3 situation, just like that. You've got the flag, you've got the grenades, you've got everything you want.
Oh, Crazed. Crazed is just finding absolutely everything, and suddenly Strikers is left all alone. Can't find anything. Phelpsy takes him down. Map point. Series point. And tournament point here for Elevate at 12-4.
Hydrone doing fantastic work. 16-4. And that, it's just such a quick turn on its head, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a couple of
It
kills.
looks to be such a good situation for Rated R, but you know, one slight
And the thing is,
misstep
Strikers has went for the talk bow. The rest of his team went a different direction. If he's maybe with them, that fight possibly goes in a different direction. But now if you're Rated R, you have to be flawless. Phelpsy goes in. He will grab the flag for Elevate here. Talk bow now belongs to Rated R. What can Marsh do with it? Crimson's going to drop Hydrone here. Not an ideal start for Elevate to try and close this one out. Marsh will find the kill, and the Crimsons will get traded between themselves, though. Jack is going to go down. Phelpsy's going to trade it. It's a 2v2. Flag is in the hands of Elevate. Rated R need it back.
They've got to hunt him down, haven't they? They've got to find the kill, get that flag off his back. But he's just going to run, man. He's just going to keep going, and Bunker's a good map to be able to do this on here.
Yep.
He's got that Incendiary in hand. Does have a full Lancer here. Extended clip as well. Going to make it so difficult to push down this no man's land. Does have that support as well from Crazed. I think if there's anyone you want by your side, Crazed would be at top of that list. Instant coming out. That's a great kill there by Phelpsy.
There it is. It's a 1v2. Strikers now needs to do something for his team. They need to clutch up. He doesn't have long, and he doesn't have much at his disposal. Phelpsy just needs to sit on the 1 point that he has Craze next to him too. Strikers needs to go massive for Rated R here to keep them in the map. There goes the flash. Lots of shots going to come in. He's very, very weak. 25 seconds remaining. Phelpsy just needs to hightail it, but Strikers needs to run. He needs to go through the fire and the flames. He's not going to get there. Elevate are going to secure it 13-4. They will walk away as winners of the Gridiron tournament here. 14-4, 3-2 on maps. What a game this was between them, but dominant once again from Elevate when they needed to be. They walk away $4,000 richer. Second place for Rated R, $2,000. And that is how we broke it down through. What a series from these two teams.
Oh, it really was, wasn't it? I mean, we wanted that map 5. We got it. We got that and more. Clutches galore. We saw exactly what Gridiron has to offer, and Elevate coming through. You know, we predicted them #1 team coming into it. We thought they've proved us right here, and closing out 14-4 in that final map. That's a statement piece and a half. 14-4 is a fantastic scoreline.
Very, very big statement. The biggest win of the whole series so far. And that was on, of course, Bunker. Phenomenal from Elevate there. Honestly, Jack was sensational in that map.
He really was.
So many times he won that opening fight, and he just had their number. He just had their number every single time. And the fact that Rated R were just constantly fighting from behind makes it so difficult, especially against a team like Elevate. But this is how it did break down from the semi-finals onwards. This is how we found ourselves here. Rated R kicked the night off against Team Sick in a 3-0 convincing victory, setting themselves into that grand final. Elevate then went up against Riga Reserve in a 3-1 fashion, was their victory. Very convincing there as well. Set us up for what we knew would be a fantastic grand final. And in the end, it's a 3-2 win for Elevate against Rated R. And Gridiron has delivered for me, Fru. It has massively delivered.
Yeah, me too. I have enjoyed this beyond belief. It's been so good, and you know, it's one of those game modes that it's just fit right in, hasn't it? It's Gears at its core.
It's my favorite night
of
casting Gears. Full stop. I would say.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it as well, and I think Gridiron has got a long future ahead of itself in Gears. I really do.
Definitely. Thoroughly entertaining. Thank you very much, Fru, for joining me once again, as per usual. Everybody who was in the chat. Yeah, mate, you're very welcome. Don't you worry. Everybody who was in the chat who came along, yes, I know you're here for the skins. Grab them. Make sure you do tune in for the NA broadcast to make sure you get your Wyvern skin, of course. Thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight, though. We thoroughly enjoyed it. And make sure, though, after this schedule tonight, where you will be able to watch the rest of the Gridiron tournament, tune in for the Pro League this weekend. It's the final week of the spring quarter before the online majors. We got an absolute cracker on Monday here in Europe specifically as well, with Rated R and Elevate once again going up against each other. Of course, an escalation standard Pro League mode, but that will decide who finishes top of the regular season. You do not want to miss that, boys and girls. Thank you very, very much for watching, and we will see you at the weekend.